Hello, Kyle Bradshaw, and welcome to this highway buying guide from Cruiser Customizing. Have you ever had that uncomfortable experience where you pull into a parking lot, your foot slips on some gravel and the bike almost tips over? Has it actually hit the ground? A set of freeway bars or highway bars can keep damage from happening to your motorcycle in a slow speed tip over. Now back in the day they used to be called either engine guards or crash guards, but due to legal constraints these days, most manufacturers call them highway bars or freeway bars. Why is that? Simply because it's the perfect place to mount highway pegs that will allow you to kick your foot out, stretch out, and have that secondary riding position while cruising down the highway. In addition to foot peg mounts, you can also put speakers, drink holders, desert dogs, air horns, auxiliary light, just about anything, any accessory out there that you could mount to your handlebars, you could also mount on a highway bar if you don't. Now let's take a minute to dig into some of the most common things you're going to find when looking at highway bars. We're going to talk about the different styles, the different types, and then we're going to show you some of the key accessories that you can put on your highway bars to make your ride just that much better. Now here on the front of this Road King we have two of the most common bars out there. I've got a standard highway bar here in my hand, and mounted on this Road King we have the Linn Bar. Now the Linn Bar is a very unique option that is beautifully crafted, welded together, and provides you a footrest in addition to a highway bar. Now once again, this is not intended for crashing, it's intended for keeping the motorcycle upright in the event of a very slow tip over, and a place to put your feet. When shopping for highway bars, there's a couple things to take into account. Number one, the diameter. What's the diameter of the bar? That way you know what accessories you can put on it. So how do you measure for that diameter? You basically take a tape measure and measure directly across. Now this highway bar is measuring 1¼ inches, which is pretty standard for just about any highway bar out there, unless it's called a fatty freeway bar. If it's a fatty bar, it's usually 1½ inches, so make sure that when you're ordering accessories for your bar, you make sure that you measure first, that way you know that you're getting the right size accessory for the bar that you got on the bike. Most highway bars are going to mount in 3 or 4 different locations. The 3 location mount is going to be very similar to this one here. You're going to have a mount that goes up near the gas tank, and then one on each side of your foot pegs or floorboards. The 4-position mount is actually going to be 2 pieces. The National Cycle Paladin highway bar is a keen example of that. The Paladin highway bar is going to be 2 separate bars for each side of the motorcycle. It's going to mount to the frame at the top and the frame at the bottom, which gives you probably the most strongest of all of the highway bars out there. If you're looking for styling, Linn Bar has it made. They've got 4 different styles of bars. They've got the Linn Bar, which is pictured here. They've got the Twin Bar, the Multi-Bar, and the Unibar. These are super high quality bars made here in the USA by Pear at Linn Bar Custom. When it comes to putting foot pegs onto your highway bar, you've got to be careful. Some of the highway bars out there are going to be vertical on the sides and some are going to be at an angle. Make sure you choose a foot peg accessory that's going to be able to accommodate whether it's angled or whether it's straight. Another neat accessory that you can put on your highway bars is a helmet lock. You can put drink holders, speakers, driving lights. Really, the sky's the limit when it comes to what you can accessorize your highway bar with. Now, if you're looking for more protection, so say the protection you'd find from, say, a full dress bagger, you can actually put a set of desert dogs on these puppies. Drag Specialties makes a version as well. These are leather or leather-like covers that slip over the bar, which create a shield or a chap that keeps your knees from getting hit with the breeze. Whether it's cold or hot outside, this is a great way to extend the number of hours that you can comfortably spend in the saddle. At the end of the day, highway bars are functional pieces that will be able to save your motorcycle in the event of a slow tip over. Now, if that does happen, make sure you examine every bracket, every clamp, every screw, every piece of hardware to make sure it's structurally sound. If a piece is bent or broken, please replace it immediately. Highway bars are great additions to your motorcycle if you're looking to protect it from a slow speed tip over or a place to mount your accessories. Thanks for watching this week's Cruiser Customizing Highway Buying Guide. Until next week, take care and ride safe.